The red lights are shining for a new race track. Welcome to race 3 of group stage. Here we have a brand new custom track created for the African Marble Cup. This one is called Sahara because, well, look at the weather. There's dust literally everywhere. You're having a quick preview of this track as we fly around it. Take a look at what it has to offer. Going up this elevator and onto this corkscrew, we find our marbles, the DRC, Trinidad and Tobago, Uganda, and Guinea-Bissau. DRC has had a stellar record thus far, 15.47 and 14.56. That's going to be very good, and I am very interested to see if they will continue the streak of good performances. Trinidad and Tobago with an 11 and a 14, Uganda with a 14 and 10. They're in different races, but similar patterns, and in both cases, Trinidad and Tobago ranks ahead of Uganda. Then there's Guinea-Bissau. We don't talk about Guinea-Bissau. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, we've got 3 laps of racing to go. So let's do this. They're very fast here. DRC down behind everyone, having some trouble on that bump. Uganda and Trinidad and Tobago ties for first and second. Uganda with a better route, with a better racing line, finds themselves at first. Trinidad and Tobago at second. DRC finds themselves barely ahead of Guinea-Bissau as we go up this very long elevator that will occupy the majority of the time of this race, to be quite honest. Let's see here. Uganda leaving the track, going down. This involves a lot of pretty big impacts. Now, starting lap 1. Lap 2, I mean. Trinidad and Tobago speeding ahead. DRC as well. That's a pretty bad bump. And they find themselves barely ahead of Guinea-Bissau still. Trinidad and Tobago actually making some strides, taking on Uganda. They both have similar bumps that lead to them having pretty good lap times. Guinea-Bissau actually takes on DRC up to third. I don't know why it's not updating, but that is the state of things. Now let's take a look here. Trinidad and Tobago. This is also a similarly fast track like Morocco. Going down the corkscrew. Got a couple of impacts. I'm scared that one of them will cause a DNF. Uganda still seconds behind. And barely finding themselves tied with Trinidad and Tobago. DRC still down there at fourth. Trinidad and Tobago finds themselves barely ahead. They're both finding themselves on the bumps. Guinea-Bissau still at third. And DRC still at fourth. Trinidad and Tobago, the story to watch. Uganda, another one to watch. Good performances all the way through. DRC might be somewhat close to them. I'm not sure. We don't have the weights for our weighted average score. The only thing we can look at is the time that they get. And the time that they're getting must be pretty bad for DRC, who is at last. Still, 1 second differences is definitely important to note how closely they are. Guinea-Bissau just had a DNF on the 4th lap. Thank goodness they didn't DNF on the last race. We'll reinforce our tracks with some more thicker... Actually, no. These are already thicker tracks. So we'll just have to hope that they don't DNF. Our next group, Group 4 of Tier 3 is up next on this track tomorrow. Groups 1 and 2 will be in this track, as well as Groups 5 and 6 of Tier 2. Tier 2 also introduces Groups 3 and 4 to the first 2 tracks. Until then, see you all later.